Now you're getting on the masculine side, and I call these, the first category, super machos. Super macho. These are men who have very little restraint. They have very little sense of mercy, nurturing aspect to them. These are men, if you want to, these were the Nazis. The Nazis were super macho. The ones that, the Sturmabteilung, the stormtroopers, the ones that helped Hitler come to power at the beginning, the ones that would go and smash windows and, the jackbooted thugs type. You also see them in prisons. The super machos are very often brutish, animalistic men that want to hurt other people. There's no mercy in them, and that they are often they hate effeminacy. Right? That's one of the things about the early Nazis. About the movement they came out of, it was called the Gemeinschaft der Eigenen, the community of the elite. They actually had a philosophy. They taught that all the nation states of the world have come from people like themselves. These are the warrior cults. We're talking about in Africa here, when sodomy, when pederasty was happening as part of the cultures of Africa, this is what you're talking about, right? This is super macho. It's men having sex with boys and other men, usually in some sort of aggressive way. And motorcycle gangs, prisons, military units, you find them a lot in there. And then lastly, you have what I call the monsters. This is a category. Fortunately, there's very few people like this. These are men who don't have anything involved in. They are so far from normalcy that they're killers. They're serial killers, mass murderers. They're sociopaths, right? There's no mercy at all. There's no nurturing. There's no caring about anybody else. This is the kind of person that it takes to run a gas chamber, right? Or to do a mass murder, like this, the Rwandan stuff, probably involve these guys. And sometimes when you get to the furthest extreme, sometimes there's not very much in regards to sexuality about it. It's just animal behavior. There's such a deep level of confusion and such a lack of balance that they really are a very unusual category of people. So, and once again, I have pity, sympathy for people that struggle with these things. I enjoy gender normalcy. I enjoy being with a woman that has gender normalcy. That's the best that God can give us, is the family life that we have, the children that come from. But when you see someone who's in one of these situations, you're looking at somebody like a paraplegic, right? Somebody with the use of none of their limbs, that's in a wheelchair. It's that kind of thing, except it's happening psychically and psychologically and emotionally instead of physically. So